YouTube, what is going on? Welcome to the channel or back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Ryan and I own a clothing brand called NewBara. NewBara stands for Breaking New Barricades, getting over challenges, difficulties, obstacles, goals. Definitely go follow that on Instagram and subscribe down below to get more free game because you're about to learn a lot in this video. The reason you clicked on this video is you're trying to figure out what materials you should be using for your clothing brand or whatever it is that you're making, whatever kind of clothes you're making. You came to the right spot. I'm about to break down the best types of material for you to use for your clothing brand or whatever that case may be. So starting off with cotton. Cotton is the 1000% best type of fabric that you can get, even if it is blended slightly. But 100% cotton, organic cotton, is going to be your number one pick for no matter what, as far as like quality, feel, features, benefits, all that good stuff. So with a cotton fabric, you're mostly using that to create t-shirts, hoodies, pants, kind of basic casual type of wear clothing. The pros of cotton are it's going to be super soft, versatile, breathable, natural materials, and just overall comfortable for the everyday wear. It's also going to be chemical free, which I'm going to talk about here in a little bit. But the only cons to cotton is it does wrinkle up, and if it is white, might start looking dingy a little bit quicker than other materials. But that's because it's organic and you get what you pay for. I promise you get what you pay for. Cotton is going to be the number one material as far as like good quality for your skin and just like overall health benefits and everything else like that, which I can get into a whole nother video if you want me to go over the health benefits of each one. But yeah, cotton is your number one pick, 100%. Coming in right after cotton, organic cotton is going to be like a blended with cotton. So like maybe cotton and polyester blend. That's probably going to be your second choice, just so you do have that majority cotton. A lot of companies do like a 70-30, even 60-40 split. I mean, you can even get down to as little as like a 30% cotton, which you should never do. You should always do majority cotton if you are blending. Moving on to number 3 is going to be polyester. Polyester is going to be like another, athletic, casual type of wear. It can be used to pretty much produce anything. It's going to be like something that's kind of more moisture resistant. It's resistant to wrinkles, so it's not going to wrinkle up as easy. It's going to just kind of like fall into the places that it needs to, if that makes sense. Definitely a lot more affordable, but it could also be a little bit less comfortable than cotton. I personally have not used it for anything that I've made yet, but I do plan to start working with it a little bit because it's a lot cheaper to make and you can just like produce quantities. And that's really what it all comes down to whenever you are getting into fast fashion and producing a lot of quantities for a cheap price. If your consumer wants a cheap product, then you probably should use polyester. But if your consumer doesn't mind paying the price, I want quality and so do my consumers. So I personally use cotton for my brand NewBara, but polyester is going to be like that cheaper, fast fashion, high quantities type of fabric. Moving on to number 4 is going to be linen. It's going to be more of like that high-end fashion, summer wear, more like resort type of clothing, or like beach shirts or something like that. It's gonna be really lightweight, breathable. It's super absorbent of moisturizer, so if you're sweating or whatever, it's gonna absorb that up a lot, and it's great for warmer weather, like I said, the beach, the pool, whatever the case may be. But the only downside to that as well is it wrinkles. I'm sure you are like starting to click these things with like your clothing that you wear every day, the more that I talk about it. The next material is going to be rayon. This one's going to be a material that is used for dresses, blouses. It's going to be super soft. It drapes down. It's kind of like almost like a silky type of material. It's definitely breathable. It's like just flowy and just kind of like probably like those warmer month type of clothing, mostly geared towards like a woman's type of clothing. But that does require special care. They do wrinkle easily, just like everything else I've said, except polyester. And if you dry it, it's probably gonna shrink, so definitely don't dry it. If you need a video on just like how to wash your clothes the right way, I'm about to post a video here soon. I'm about to post a new video because a lot of people are ruining their clothes and only getting like 5 wears when in reality you should be getting like 100. If If I'm being honest, you should. The next material is going to be bamboo. Now, I have not personally tested this one or, done too much research on it, but it is becoming more and more popular. Bamboo materials. Bamboo is going to be more of like your sustainable fashion, loungewear, activewear. It's super soft, of course, eco-friendly, and then breathable. Like bamboo is going to be one of your softer, nicer materials that you can use on the higher end. So the only downside to bamboo is it's going to be a little bit more expensive. And again, you cannot shrink this. If you dry this, you're toast. It's over with. You just need to know how to wash your clothes inside out, cold water, and hang dry them all up. Like no matter what it is, like yes, you can put your socks in the dryer, underwear, stuff like that, but like your clothes that you really care about, you should be hang drying those all the time. Go get you a hang drying rack off Amazon for like 12 bucks. Anyways, the next fabric is modal. It's gonna be like an undergarment type of wear, more like loungewear and kind of basic stuff like that. It is silky smooth, breathable, and resistant to shrinking and pilling. Those are the type of things that you could probably dry and get away with. The next one's gonna be wool, and straight off the bat, we already know the downsides of wool. It just like is itchy, but it's used for sweaters, coats, and like cold weather type of clothing. That's probably gonna be itchy and irritating, so let's not use it. All right. Next one's gonna be silk. Silk is a high-end fashion luxury type of garment, more of like probably your evening type of wear. I mean, I don't know what you're doing in the morning wearing silk clothing, but it's gonna be luxurious, soft, breathable, and has natural shin. It's gonna be a little bit more expensive, definitely delicate, and of course you have to be delicate whenever you're washing it. And next we have spandex. It's gonna be more of your activewear, sportswear, and leggings type of material. Maybe some gym clothing, stuff like that. Super stretchy, gives you a breathability, also kind of soaks up moisture, or kind of like makes it where you don't really notice it as much, I guess. And spandex is mostly blended together with other materials to kind of like make that garment all come together. So go to your closet, start looking at the tags, see what everything's made out of, and you'll just kind of like get to see and feel like what different fabrics really, kind of do what. All you have to do is go explore your closet, or just go to like Nordstrom or somewhere that has a big variety of different materials, clothing, and you will be able to figure out what type of materials that you want to try for your clothing. Next up, we have denim. Denim is a very, very hard industry to get your foot in and really get grounded in. It takes a lot of time and skills to know what you're producing in the denim industry. You're mostly going to be making jeans, pants, shorts, jorts, if you want to call them, jackets, kind of stuff like that. Of course, it's very durable, versatile, and just a classic, stapled material that everyone is known since before the mining days, I'm sure. Denim is like a very heavy, stiff-ish material. Of course, like those pants that you get that stretch out 10 different inches, those are going to be blends. So definitely know what type of denim you're working with. If it's a stiff denim, that's probably more denim. If it's stretchy, it's probably barely any denim in there. Next up, we have fleece. Fleece is going to be our last one. Fleece is going to be used for outerwear, sweatshirts, hoodies. It's going to be warmer, lighter material, and super insulating. The only downside is fleece, it just like starts to get like the scruffy stuff all over it over time. And tends to be less breathable, also like over time wearing it. Overall, like I said in the very beginning of this video, you should be using cotton every single time, unless you're building like out a specific product. I mean, each material is used for different things, but cotton is going to be your #1 source if you're making shirts, hoodies, pants, whatever that stuff may be. Use cotton, just use cotton. Like, not only are you like using organic material, but you're also like just supporting the ecosystem and all that stuff by like supporting the farmers. So go get the cotton and blah blah blah. It's just like a whole thing. So use those organic materials anytime you can, and try to be eco-friendly anytime you can, because you can also use that as a selling point. It's like, oh, we're like using 100% cotton that came from X farm, and that might make that customer spend another $10 on your product versus a $10 discount that they would have got somewhere else. But I hope I explained every single material well enough for you to understand and see what you want to use on your next piece of clothing that you make. If there's any questions or if you have any other videos you want to see, comment down below, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.